exercise. We can talk about why few doctors diagnose autism in toddlers. First, we have to determine why this topic is so important. Early intervention after early diagnosis gives the greatest success in children with autism as they grow into adults. That's why it's so important. This success is pretty much determined by three major details that we look forward to in children that grow with autism. The first one is livelihood. Right now, your child probably has a wonderful quality of life because of what you do and what you provide. The next one is social interactions or developing social relationships. Your child may not be very good at developing social relationships currently with other kids at the playground or the daycare or with grandparents or teachers. But this is something we look forward to in the future. The third thing is living independently. This means being able to bathe oneself, drive to the store, take the bus, go to school, lock the doors, pay the bills, living independently. All of these things may not be possible right now due to your child's age or due to them possibly having autism. But these are things that we look forward to. And there's greater success with these adult features and details if we have early intervention after early diagnosis. Let's define early intervention and early diagnosis. Early intervention simply means the therapies and the approaches that are used to increase skills and abilities in a child with autism so that they can practice these abilities and skills over the years so that they can use them successfully as adults. Intervention can be in the form of therapy. It can be in the form of counseling. It can be in the form of occupation. It can even be in the form of different medications that address different symptoms and also seeing other specialists. Early diagnosis is an official assessment that comes from an experienced clinician who provides the diagnosis that specifically says ASD or autism spectrum disorder. But not only the diagnosis, but also the recommendations and the steps to take for the family, the caregivers, and other specialists as the child enters this journey looking for success in the future. But it's important that it's documented, it's written down for many reasons. That documentation needs to go to insurance companies. It needs to go to schools. It needs to go to everyone that takes part in the upbringing of that child and to other doctors. So think of it this way, early intervention after early diagnosis. If you have a tree in your garden that you just planted and you want to make some kind of decorative, creative design with the tree trunk or the limbs, when is it easiest to invest effort, time, and apparatus to get that design, that creation to where you want it to be? When the trunk's about this big or when the trunk is 2 feet wide? That is what we are talking about with early intervention after early diagnosis. So why do few doctors diagnose autism in toddlers? I've reviewed the literature over the past couple of months in preparation for this presentation, and I've also taken my experience over the past 25 years. And I've found the convenience of putting these causes or reasons for few doctors to diagnose toddlers into 3 areas: the clinician, the toddler, and the autism theater. Thank you. We'll see you on the next video in this series about why few doctors diagnose autism in toddlers. I'm going to need some more exercise, so let's go.